YouTube. This is gonna be my YouTube channel about Murica Transport. I'm gonna put up an Excel spreadsheet for everybody to look at. Tell me what they think. I'm gonna get about $11,000 together in the next couple months to start the company. I'm gonna lease on to Landstar, and I'm gonna lease the truck from Lone Mountain. I was thinking about a 2013 Freightliner Cascadia with about 350,000 miles. I said it's going to be in the 300,000 mile range. And it's going to be in the 300,000 mile range. It's going to be $4,000 down, $1,500 a month if I lease on a Landstar. If I don't, it's $4,500 down. You get a discount if you go through Lone Mountain and Landstar. So I'm hoping I'm doing it. And next up, I'm going to show everyone my Excel spreadsheet, kind of like a guess of what I'm going to pay, what I've gotten off the Landstar website when I've called them and talked to them about getting like bobtail insurance and occupational health. This is as much as I've gotten off them. I'm going to have an Excel spreadsheet, and below this video, I'm going to put in a link to where you could access it online. And keep in mind that when you access it online, maybe I could get it where you could download it, and the yellow boxes in the Excel spreadsheet are editable. So you could go in there, and if it says 3,000 miles weekly and it's a yellow box, you put 2,000 miles, and then at the bottom it'll have a mile per gallon or pay per mile average. Now when I called Landstar, they said it's $1.64 average at Landstar per mile on just owning the truck and using their trailer. So hopefully I could at least get that as a percentage. But I'll explain the Excel spreadsheet when I get to it. I'm going to use a recording app so you can look at the Excel spreadsheet through my recording of my screen. Alright guys, here you go. I'm about to open up my spreadsheet right here. This is just a rough draft of the spreadsheet. I've been tweaking it a little lately, but pretty much there's the expenses and the miles. If I could get, let's just say I get 2,200 miles a week, and like I said, if I get the $1.64 a mile, and pretty much if I'll get 880 miles monthly, 8,800 miles monthly, 2,200 miles weekly. So, and then my weekly pay, I hope to pay myself like $12.50 a week, but I'm willing to take less. To be honest, I could live off $2,000 a month easily. My gross monthly pay would be $5,000. Now, I've heard with Landstar that if you work for them, you get a 50 cent off a gallon per gallon that you use. So the average right now is like $2.50 to $2.80 in the country. It's $2.80 where I live in Washington State. So I'm guessing it at $2.30. And then I'm hoping 6 miles a gallon, but even I'll tweak it to 5.5. And that shows over here, it's gonna cost me 42 cents a mile. Every time I change something over here or here or here, it's gonna, these two will affect this one. So anyways, what I figured for maintenance over here is I figured 18 cents a mile. So that times 18 times 8,800. So this is all monthly expenses. So if I get 42 cents a mile, which was gathered over here, brings it over here to the over here for 42 cents a mile, and times it by 8,800 miles. So that's 3,600 a month. 3,600 pretty much in fuel. a $1,500 maintenance account, $1,584. That's 18 cents per mile. Tell me if I need to tweak any of these, guys. I really need some help here. I've never ran my own truck, but I'm hoping that I get all the right things. The payment on that truck would be about 15, or it is 15. It's less than 15. It's like $1,480, but I got it $1,500. That makes it this whole, all these boxes here on the right. All these boxes here on the right are the average per mile cost of everything: the truck payment, occupational health, escrow, plates, communication, I-2290, stuff like that. So down here I have it. All the yellow boxes are editable. So this yellow box, you can determine what you want to get paid a month, and they'll determine how much you get paid per mile based on how many miles. So I put 5,000 there. Wishful thinking, right? And so this is the total cost of all the expenses, including driver pay, per month. And this is the total cost per mile. That's based off of a 2,200 mile week. Now, if I go down here to revenue, I got revenue, line haul plus fuel surcharge. I talked to Landstar. They told me it's $1.64 a mile average. So if I get 2,200 miles a week, I'm going to average $14,432 a month with $3,608 weekly gross to the truck. That's line haul plus fuel surcharge. That's all I give to the truck. Going back up here, what I figured in was fuel, maintenance, truck payment, bobtail insurance at $200. This is all monthly cost. Occupational health at $250. I was told that Landstar covers comprehensive collision. I am not sure, but I know I cover the bobtail insurance. They got an escrow account, but that's only for 18 weeks. The plates, which is $377 a month, is for 18 weeks. The $20 a month is for the communication. The $22.90, I've heard, is like a tax you pay on your truck at the end of the year. It's usually $1,500, somewhere around there. So I guess just $150 a month just to be safe. $500 per month to a breakdown. I just want to kind of add on to that maintenance account in a way. $500 a month. And I had driver pay at $5,000, so it's a total of $13,395. And then I got line haul, fuel surcharge, pay at $13,395 a month. So that pretty much leaves me with a maintenance account of $2,000. So I got my maintenance account right here in this line. I got my maintenance account at $1,584. That's based on the miles, 18 cents a mile. I got the $500, which doesn't based on miles. It's just $500 a month, goes to a breakdown. I got a total of $2,084. So in the maintenance account in 4 months is going to be $8,336. I just put that on there just to kind of see what's going to happen in 4 months. I got my maintenance goal. So this is my maintenance goal, is $30,000. And at the rate of me getting 2,200 miles a week, it's $1.64 a mile. I'm looking at 10 months to achieve my maintenance account of $30,000. So my profit for the month, that's after I'm paid, after the maintenance, is $1,036. So this net cash flow is my pay plus my maintenance plus my profit. So it's 23 between maintenance. Yeah, it's the total pay for the month. So profit's only $1,036 a month if I get that much. Hopefully, what I've heard from people on YouTube is that you can get up to $5,000 a month, or $5,000 a week. I'm sorry, $5,000 a week, and that'd be great. I mean, that would really make it really worthwhile. So the net cash flow, this total is like 73 grand. That's all I'm gonna make. That's after all the bills are paid, pretty much. But that's including a maintenance account and everything. I just put that in there. The truck payoff amount, I know it's going to be overpriced. It's a low amount, and you're pretty much paying the interest within the lease, but it's a $0 buyout at the end. You know, I don't have the best credit, but I think they'd be a good start. You always got to pay more for that bad credit you got. The truck payoff is $61,000. I'm gonna put $4,000 down on it. So, but the truck payoff time, according to what I could pay into it, based on the maintenance plus the profit, pretty much all together, the maintenance, the total maintenance and the profit, it's gonna take me 29 months, and at that 29-month mark, my truck mileage, granted I get the truck at 350,000 miles, the truck at the time of payoff 29 months later is going to be 606,589. I'm just going to put miles in there right now. I'll save that, and then so I'll change the side for that one. Sorry. There you go, so it can match, right? So anyways, that's pretty much the deal. I'm going to leave a link at the bottom for like a website that you could access it, or somehow you could look at it. Or just shoot me a message and I'll email it to you. And you could tell me what I need to change, and I'll change it, because this will be my first time doing it. But here it is. It's Murica Transport. And so I got the just check it out. If y'all could please just give me some help on making sure that if I'm missing anything, let me know. Alright.